All right, guys. So this is going to be a quick video today. I just wanted to document this real quick. So basically, I don't know if you guys know Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez is a super famous entrepreneur. If we go on YouTube right now, you will see that he is super famous. I've watched a lot of his content when I started, and even now, sometimes I watch some of his podcasts. I think he's very sharp as a businessman, and even in general, he has good ideologies about life. Like he talks about happiness, health. He talks about dating too. And regarding dating, I was actually listening to one of his podcasts where he was talking about something very relevant. So he was saying there are two types of women, actually three. One, mothers; two, mistresses; and number three, women you don't like. So number one, mothers; number two, mistresses; number three, women you don't like. Now we're not going to talk about the third type because women you don't like them. So usually you're not going to get too much involved with them. But the dangerous type is the mistress type. And most guys, what happens is because they don't have a lot of experience with women, they mix up mothers and mistresses and they get fooled and they get played. And most of the time, it's going to end up badly for them. And so, what he recommends is only have kids with the mother type, not the mistress type. Have fun with the mistresses, but never have kids with them. It's okay to have sex with a mistress type, a girl who's hot, a girl who maybe has a lot of plastic surgery, maybe fake eyelashes, fake titties. She's always going on fancy trips, etc. And she's kind of a bimbo. It's okay to fuck some bimbos, but at the end of the day, you want to be with the mother type long term, right? So have fun with the mistresses, but don't marry a mistress type. Have kids with the mother type. And Charlie Munger, who is a billionaire, he is basically the business partner of Warren Buffett. He said, the most dangerous thing for a man is a pretty face. And a lot of men get fooled by a pretty face, but then they get ripped off, and I've seen a lot of guys, getting their life wrecked by women, so you have to be careful and you have to be discerning. And so basically I tweeted this on my Twitter. I tweeted like what Tai Lopez said. So I have a famous page on Twitter with 81.5k followers at Playboy Secrets. Actually now it's called X, so I'm not used to it. Honestly, I prefer the name Twitter, but that's okay. On X, you can find my page at Playboy Secrets. And basically, I retweeted what he said and I mentioned him. And so luckily for me, Tai Lopez saw it and retweeted it. And this guy has hundreds of thousands of followers. And as you can see, he retweeted my page, Playboy Secrets, my tweet. And so then a guy posted a comment and he said, how about advising youth to just aim to get married and have kids and avoid the fooling around part, right? So a guy commented like basically, yeah, how about like we just get married directly and we don't date some girls, right? But that's actually bad advice. And let me explain why. The reason why it's bad advice is because, first of all, you're not going to magically stumble into your perfect girl from the get-go, unless you're extremely lucky. And unless like you're a guy like Messi, Messi, the football player. Well, he dated his high school crush from the get-go and he, married her and they had kids together and they're still together. And there are some exceptions, like maybe you have a high school crush, you end up dating her, she ends up being your wife, and it's her from day one. But it's very, very, very rare. And even then, many guys, what's going to happen is they're going to rush themselves into relationships from a place of scarcity, and they're going to settle very, very fast. But then the relationship isn't going to work and is going to sink because they didn't have the right understandings of female psychology. They didn't have the right reference experiences that it would take to retain a woman like that. And it's always better, in my opinion, to cultivate some abundance first and then choose a woman from a place of abundance instead of from a place of scarcity. And to find a good one nowadays, you probably have to date a bunch of ones first anyways. And that's going to allow you to have more experience with women, which is also going to allow you to avoid a lot of mistakes and to understand which women you truly like. What's your true archetype? Because you can't truly know what you like if you haven't experienced many women, you know? Like, you can't know your favorite ice cream taste if you haven't tasted a lot of ice cream. You can't really know if an apple is a good apple or a bad apple if you haven't, picked a bunch of apples and made some mistakes along the way. This is an Andrew Tate quote as well, because he said, he gave, I remember I saw a video about, he was talking about apples and how if you want to discern a good apple from a bad apple, well, you better, pick a few ones first, and that way you're going to have some experience. That way next time, okay, yeah, this is a bad apple, this is a good apple, already. It's like avocados. Avocados, how do you know if an avocado is ready to be eaten, right? Because avocados, sometimes it's tricky. Like it's solid on the surface, but then inside it's still soft, and it can be ready to be eaten. So you know what I mean. Like, you need some experience to know these things. You need to know a bit, and so if you want to be a great family man one day in this day and age, you better date a bunch of women first, and you better be a playboy first. You need to have this playboy phase first. Now, some women are going to say, and what about women? Shouldn't women have also a hoe phase? Well, no, because a playboy phase for a guy is temporary, but a hoe phase for a woman is usually not really temporary, it's permanent. Once a woman, gets into the habit of sleeping with a lot of guys, and once she had all these guys like fucking her, it's gonna fuck up with her brain, is gonna fuck up with a lot of things. If she sleeps with a lot of guys, it's different. She becomes different, man. Her ability to pair bond is diminished. And yeah, I mean, a guy usually doesn't want to have something long term with a woman who's been with tons of guys before. So yeah, there's a double standard for sure. Like, if a man dates a lot of women, that's fine. If a woman fucks a lot of guys and she's been ran through by too many guys, then she loses its value. So that makes sense, But most men that didn't take the time to learn game or to learn seduction skills are extremely unskilled at managing long-term relationships properly. And they're unskilled at retaining women and keeping them attracted to them. And that's why you see all these billionaires and successful people, even celebrities, actors, all of that, getting divorced and ripped off by their ex-wife. Think about Bill Gates. Think about Jeff Bezos. Think about Elon Musk. Think about Will Smith and Jada Smith. Think about what was his name again? The one who did like the Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot his name. Johnny Depp. Think about Johnny Depp and his girl. I forgot her name. So think about. I mean, Logan Paul is different. I mean, I think he was also a player before, but even like he got sucked into one itis. So anyway, I think, guys, you get the point. And, really, you need to have some experience first. And if you want to date multiple women, if you want to get to the next level, if you want to date high-quality women consistently, if you want to have an amazing girlfriend without going through the mistakes that myself and millions of other men did, and that you probably will do too if you don't learn them, well, if you want to avoid those mistakes, you want to avoid the headaches, you want to save years of your life and start dating the women that you truly want within the next few weeks, then the Dating Accelerator program is the perfect fit for you. Like, imagine getting 1 to 3 dates a week with women you're actually attracted to, and all of that while crushing your goals as well, while crushing it in your business, in your career, etc., without wasting your time. Because so many gurus out there, so many dating coaches are going to teach you systems that aren't sustainable, that aren't efficient, that will make you waste time and that will make you pretend to be someone you're not. But I'm going to show you how to come from a place of authenticity. I'm going to show you how to make things efficient, and I'm going to show you how to do it in a way that's in congruence with who you are. So imagine finally having the systems to be able to attract the women you want, and at the end have a girlfriend, if you want to, that loves you and supports you. Wouldn't that be great? Well, if that's the case, then you decide, if you want to still waste time, waste a bunch of money on like dead ends and just women who are going to waste your time. If you want to keep dating low quality women, you want to keep dating some fatties, you want to keep dating some 5 and 4s from Tinder, then go ahead. But if you're serious about getting there, then you know what to do. Click the link in the description. Click the link in the notes if you're listening to my podcast. Whatever you're listening at, there's probably a link that you can click to join us and finally get there. And at the end of the day, there's 2 types of people. The observer, that's the first type. And these are the types of people who are always searching for the shiny object. Like they're always searching for the new hot opportunity, the new Tinder system or the new trick or the new line, right? And they always, chase the next thing, and then they find excuses not to take action. And then there's the action takers, and these are my favorite type of people to work with. And those are the people who are go-getters. They know what they want. They know they have to invest in themselves to get there. And they know that if they keep doing the same thing, they're going to get the same results. So they invest in themselves and they win. And now it's time for you to decide which one of them are you going to be. Are you going to be the observer? Are you going to keep listening to podcasts, keep listening to videos without taking action, without actually joining us? Or are you going to join us this time and finally make a commitment that you are going to be extremely successful with women over the course of your life? And this is a decision that only you can take. And my guarantee is that I'm going to keep working with you until you get results. And that's my absolute guarantee. I'm going to keep working with you and support you until you get success. And you're also going to be part of our mastermind group. If I show you now the program, let me open it right now. Basically, inside the program, we have videos and we have calls each week, etc. But you also have access to a mastermind group. We have a mastermind called The Circle. It's a group on Telegram. So if you click, you can join the group, and you're also going to receive an email with everything. But basically, inside the group, we're going to show you exactly how to transform your dating life as well. We're going to talk about dating every single day. We're going to talk about money, lifestyle, etc. And you can ask your questions to the group, and I can connect you with guys in your city. So if you're serious, join the Dating Accelerator. At the time that I'm recording this, there's actually a Black Friday offer. So if you're serious, there's 70% off on the Dating Accelerator course today. Simply click the link and join us. The price is going to go back up just after that. It's going to be triple the price in a few days. So join us today and let's get you some dates. Now, if you enjoy the podcast, tag me. You can share it on social media. You can tag me. I'll repost you. And yeah, leave a review, man. If you enjoyed the podcast, we'd really appreciate it. Leave a comment on the video if it's in the YouTube video. Subscribe. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. And I'll see you inside the circle if you decide to finally join. See you soon.